our finalists for the News Press Boys Weightlifting Athlete of the Year are Adrian Canty, Cape Coral; Jaime Darris Jr., LaBelle; and Harrison Stroll, Riverdale. Our winner tonight is a district and regional champion. He combined to lift 615 pounds at state and was ranked first in his class academically. He'll head to Davidson in the fall. The winner is Harrison Stroll, Riverdale. Up next is wrestling. These athletes outlasted the competition and owned the mat, and the finalists for the News Press Wrestlers of the Year are Jesse Martinez, Riverdale; Christian Minto, Mariner; and Adolphus Taylor, North Fort Myers. Our winner tonight went 34-0 on the season, and he's on his way, and he went on to win his third straight state championship. He will continue his wrestling career at Northern Iowa Area Community College, and the winner is Christian Minto, Mariner.
And here are our finalists for Naples Daily News Wrestler of the Year. Gabriel Ramirez, Immokalee; Gerald Roger, Golden Gate; and Colby Singletary, Palmetto Ridge. Tonight's winner is a conference, district, regional, and state champion. He lost just one match all season, going 54-1 and becoming the first wrestler from his school to win a state title. The winner, Gerald Roger, Golden Gate.
How about those athletes? Let's get a round of applause for our winners and nominees who have been honored so far tonight. And we know you guys have been taking pictures all night. Your posts have been fun to follow. Now is your chance to win a signed football from Tommy Bohannon. Follow us on Instagram at High School Sports Awards and post your best photo using hashtag SWFL Sports Awards. Winner will be announced at the end of the night. Our next award celebrates not only the impact that sports has on an individual, but also the power athletes have to uplift a community due to the impact of sports. This is the I Am Sport Award. This award honors the athletes who are dedicated to giving back to the youth in our community. These athletes are coaches, mentors, and leaders. Let's take a look at tonight's finalists. Bryce Einstein, Canterbury. Bryce's true passion is giving back to our community by raising money for the Make-A-Wish Foundation and the Ronald McDonald House Charities of Southwest Florida. His sister Brooke is a survivor of congenital heart disease and has benefited from both these charities. Bryce knows what a difference having her wish granted has made in his sister's life and wants to do everything that he can to ensure that other children with life-threatening illnesses get the same opportunity. Next is Lily Grasso, Naples High. Outside of playing volleyball, Lily has another passion, spending time with special needs children. She helped with the Special Olympics as well as in the special needs classroom. Over the last 2 years, she volunteered at Camp Able and at the Able Academy. Lily will soon be adding Tim Tebow's Night to Shine program to the list of organizations she volunteers for. And lastly, Christopher Reynolds, Gulf Coast. Christopher is giving his time to Special Olympics, Florida, and Collier County for the last 6 years. He's been a volunteer coach and unified partner for the track program since 2013 and has traveled with the delegation to state summer games as a chaperone competitor. In 2016, he was recognized as the inspirational unified partner for Collier County. He has been a tremendous ambassador and role model for Special Olympics, and he hopes to continue his support for the program once he leaves college. And the winner is Bryce Einstein, Canterbury. Performance on the field is obviously important, but your performance in the classroom is equally significant. Tonight, we take time to recognize our athletes who are not just all-stars in play, but in schoolwork as well. First from Fort Myers, here are your finalists for this year's News Press Academic Achievement Award. Harrison Stroll, Riverdale. Harrison sports a 5.48 grade point average. The Riverdale class valedictorian was the Spanish Honor Society president and a state-placing weightlifter, in addition to working 2 jobs to help support his family. The recipient of the Questbridge Scholarship will be attending Davidson College in the fall. Next, we have Bailey White, Canterbury. In addition to being one of the top lacrosse players in Florida, Bailey is a National Merit Scholar semifinalist with a 4.96 GPA. She is a member of the National Honor Society, English Honor Society, Spanish Honor Society, and Science Honor Society. Her service to her community includes volunteering, the Motaquarium, the Sanibel Captiva Conservation Foundation, and the Sanibel Relax Clinic, coaching aspiring lacrosse players. And lastly, we have Cheyenne Young, Cape Coral. She is one of the top runners in the state and has excelled in the classroom during her 4 years of high school with a 5.64 GPA. The IB Ambassador is a volunteer for the Gulf Coast Humane Society and a historian for the National Honor Society. She started a shoe drive for Haitian relief efforts last summer. Cheyenne will attend the University of South Carolina next fall. And the winner is Cheyenne Young, Cape Coral.
And now, here are your finalists for the Naples Daily News Academic Achievement Award. Michael Mole, Naples, with a 5.88 GPA. And to round out our track and field athletes, let's look at our finalists for the Naples Daily News Boys Track Athlete of the Year. Thomas Casey, First Baptist Academy. Alex Mirren, St. John Newman. And Elijah Wright, Naples High School. He won 3 district titles, 2 regional championships, and ran in all 3 relays. He finished state runner-up in 2 events, was second at the Class 1A finals in the 110-meter hurdles, and on the Celtics 4x100 relay team. Celtics. He was also on the 4x4 relay team that placed 5th at state. The winner, Alex Mirren from St. John Newman.
I know I was born to be yours. Never knew anybody till I knew you. Ooh. I never knew anybody till I knew you. Ooh. I know when it rains or it pours. I know I was born to be yours.
All right, everybody having a good time tonight? Feeling good? Good, me too, me too. I want to take a quick moment to recognize some very noteworthy accomplishments. In high school sports, to be a state champion is the pinnacle of achievement. In our audience tonight, we have some great athletes that can proudly wear that title, and we want to take a moment to give them a shout out. Congratulations to our state champions. You see them up on the screen behind me. We're so proud of you for bringing home state titles to Southwest Florida. Speaking of greatness, we wanted to send all the athletes here tonight home with something. So at check-in, they all were given a Sports Awards Letterman pin. Stick that on right now. Wear that with pride. You guys deserve it. Yes, go ahead. Now, to present the Jeff Summer Memorial Coach of the Year Award, please welcome Adam Summer and Jenny West.
As we continue to celebrate the amazing accomplishments of our athletes tonight, we must also recognize the visionaries that guided our young stars, helping them fulfill their potential. Unbelievably, it's been 4 years since we lost longtime Wildcats coach and athletic director, Jeff Summer. Awards and memorials cannot make up for his loss, but they can hopefully serve as a reminder of a person, his life, and what he stood for. In that vein, the News Press named its Coach of the Year award after Jeff Summer and continues to present it annually at this event. The recipients displayed the tenets Jeff stressed as a mentor, the 3 Ds: discipline, desire, and dedication. These leaders dedicate their time and resources to help provide our athletes the opportunities to succeed on the highest levels, both in and outside of their sports, just like Jeff. This is the 2019 Jeff Memorial Coach of the Year Award. Let's take a look at the finalists.
Greg Coleman, Lehigh. In 3 seasons as the Lightning Boys basketball coach, he has continued the program's winning tradition while taking it to new heights. This season, he led Lehigh to its 3rd consecutive 20-win season, its 2nd straight county title, and its 2nd state Final Four in 3 years. Off the court, he is a board member of the Southwest Florida Alliance of Basketball Coaches, has mastered the promotion of his program and Southwest Florida basketball as a whole through various social media outlets. In addition to organizing the Lehigh Hoops Summer Slam Youth Camp, he also organizes the New Year's Shootout each season.
Chris Hayward, Riverdale. Wrestling in Southwest Florida wouldn't be where it is without Chris. The 2-time state championship winning coach has guided 22 individual state champions and 87 state placers, continuing Riverdale's dominance this season, adding to the illustrious history of the program with another county, district, and regional title. He also had 10 individual state qualifiers and state champion Jesse Martinez. His work with the Riverdale Wrestling Club has grown the sport in the region significantly. He was inducted into the National Wrestling Hall of Fame in 2016 and the LCAC Hall of Fame in 2018.
Guy Thomas, Dunbar. Dunbar principal Carl Burnside recalls introducing Guy to Coach Summer and picking his brain any chance he got. Guy asked to become the Tigers cross-country coach in order to become a more well-rounded track coach, and has led the cross-country team to state the last 3 years. In track, his boys team won the LCAC championship. His girls team won the conference with 9 individual champions, and they qualified 16 girls for regionals in winning a district championship. A lot of that success on the track and field was built through his outreach in the community. He volunteered for the Olympic Track Club, a local youth program. He's been a mentor and father figure for many of his athletes and has taken his time and finances to enhance Dunbar's sports programs.
And the winner is Chris Hayward, Riverdale.
These leaders dedicate their time and resources to helping provide our athletes the opportunities to succeed on the highest level, both in and outside of their sports. This is the 2019 Daily News Coach of the Year. Let's look at our 3 finalists. Rich Crosby, Community School. Rich's influence isn't just limited to the girls' basketball and football players he coaches. He works with every Seahawks athlete as Community School's head strength and conditioning coach, where he has created individualized workout plans for every player. He resurrected the girls' basketball team 2 years ago, leading them to the district semifinals this season after winning only 2 games last year. Crosby also is the offensive coordinator and the quarterbacks coach for the school's football team. Next up, Carl Egbert, Gulf Coast. Carl started working to improve Gulf Coast cross-country and track programs as soon as he was hired this past summer. He led 5 a.m. workouts and would be at the school well before that, getting ready for the day. He led the Sharks cross-country team to a district championship. This spring, he then helped the boys track team to its first ever district title. Before Carl, that program was the only one at Gulf Coast that did not win a district title in the school's 21 years. And finally, Garrett Hull from Naples High School. The Naples High boys basketball program was expected to be in a rebuilding mode in Coach Hull's first season after losing its top 6 scorers from the previous year. Instead, Garrett took a team with little varsity experience and led it to a district championship in his first year back at his alma mater. He was named the Naples Daily News Boys Basketball Coach of the Year. And your winner is Carl Egbert from Gulf Coast High School. What a great night it's been. We want to say thank you once again to Babcock Ranch, CenturyLink, US Sugar, Cars.com, and Lee Health Foundation for making such a great event possible. Congrats to all of our winners that have been announced so far. As we said at the beginning of the night, we have Tommy Bohannon joining us later, and we want to know what song you would like to hear him walk out to. We want to know what you think, so we're conducting a poll. Everybody get out your phones and text your answers to the number you see there on the screen. It's 855-615-3600. Text Greatest Showman for The Greatest Show. Text the word Chainsmokers for Don't Let Me Down. Or text Florida Georgia Line for Get Your Shine On. Start texting now. We'll see. We already got results popping up. That's Tommy back there. Tommy's got his thumbs out. He's working, but he's not going to tell you who he's voting for. So Tommy's voting, so go ahead and get your phones out and do it as well. We want to see all you guys vote too. We can't wait to hear from Tommy later tonight, and we'll find out soon what the winning song is when we welcome him out to the stage. Remember, you see the number again. That's Greatest Showman for The Greatest Show. Text the word Chainsmokers for Don't Let Me Down, or text Florida Georgia Line to Get Your Shine On. That number's there on the screen.
In the meantime, let's continue with the program as we honor our amazing student athletes and our Player of the Year awards. Our next award honors our girls tennis athletes. Here are the finalists for the News Press Girls Tennis Player of the Year. Shawnee Idlet, Fort Myers. Emily Javidon, Canterbury. And Marina Lombardo, Bishop Verot. Our winner tonight won districts for the 4th straight year. She was undefeated in Lee County Athletic Conference competition during her entire high school career, and the winner is Shawnee Idlet, Fort Myers.
Chaos surrenders, changing the currents and tide. The water can keep getting deeper, 'cause I'll be right here staying dry. Ooh, yeah. I'm feeling it, I'm feeling it. Ooh, yeah. Come to me quick, come to me quick. Just wanna go, love is alive, love is alive, love is alive.
And now the finalists for the Naples Daily News Girls Tennis Player of the Year. Chelsea Bluestein, Seacrest. Aiden Denman, First Baptist Academy. And Emma Heiderscheit, Gulf Coast. Tonight's winner is a district and regional singles and doubles champion. She never lost a regular season, district, or regional match in her high school career. She will continue her tennis playing career at Davidson. Your winner for the second straight year, Emma Heiderscheit, Gulf Coast.
The chaos surrenders, changing the currents and tide. The water can keep getting deeper, cause I'll be right here staying dry. Ooh, yeah. I'm feeling it, I'm feeling it. Ooh, yeah. Come to me quick, come to me quick. Just wanna go where love is alive, love is alive.
Now let's take a look at boys tennis. Here are your finalists for the News Press Boys Tennis Player of the Year. Tyler Carlin, Fort Myers. Christian Kearns, Bishop Barrow. And Matthew Orozco, Cape Coral. Tonight's winner finished with an 11-1 regular season record and was the district runner-up at #1 singles. And the winner is Matthew Orozco, Cape Coral.
And now the finalists for the Naples Daily News Boys Tennis Player of the Year. Sebastian Dunches, Community School. Sean Kamishev, Seacrest. And Michael Mole from Naples High School. Tonight's winner is a district and regional singles champion who went 12-0 and never lost a set this season. Your winner, Sean Kamishev, Seacrest, Country Day.
Up next is softball. These fierce competitors own the diamond, earning them top honors and a nomination for News Press Softball Player of the Year. Our finalists are Hannah Holloway, Mariner. Vivian Pond, Fort Myers. And Alex Salter, Estero. Tonight's winner batted .472 and had an ERA of 0.63 with a record of 17-2 through 29 games. She will play softball at USF next year, and the winner is Vivian Pond, Fort Myers.
Now here are the finalists for the Naples Daily News Softball Player of the Year. Olivia Laney, Seacrest. Ashley Likens, Naples High School. And Ava Nunez, Immokalee. She led her team to its first ever district championship and state playoff appearance with a .439 batting average and a .146 ERA, and was named District Player of the Year. The winner, Ava Nunez, Immokalee.
Staying on the diamond for this next award, these boys stole bases, threw strikes, and hit home runs, earning them a nomination for News Press Baseball Player of the Year. Our finalists are Jimmy Meredith, Mariner. Carson Palmquist, Riverdale. And Cooper Weiss, Canterbury. Our winner went 6-1 on the mound with a 0.68 ERA this year. He will continue his baseball career at the University of Miami. And the winner is Carson Palmquist, Riverdale.
I'm victorious. It's my time. There's no stopping this, 'cause I was born for this. I do it for the glory. I do it for the glory.
And our finalists for the Naples Daily News Baseball Player of the Year are Thomas Balboni from Barron Collier, Johnny Long from Barron Collier, and Toby McDonough from Gulf Coast. Tonight's winner is the FACA 7A District Player of the Year with a 1.47 ERA and 74 strikeouts. He will be studying bioengineering at Brown University next year. The winner, Toby McDonough, Gulf Coast.
I'm victorious. It's my time. There's no stopping this, 'cause I was born for this. I do it for the glory. I do it for the glory. I'll be more than just a fable. I'll be written in the stars.
Next up, we're going to transition to the court and dig up the finalists for the News Press Volleyball Player of the Year. And the finalists are Katie Dickey, North Fort Myers, Sophia Shariari, Bishop Barrow, and Paris Thompson, Fort Myers. Tonight's winner is a district champion and finished with 290 kills. She's verbally committed to Notre Dame, and the winner is Paris Thompson, Fort Myers.
Come tie this around. No, don't let us down. I need more heat from you, baby. Make me feel weak for you, baby. When I feel alive, like my heart's in the wild. I need more heat from you, baby. Make me feel.
Our finalists for the Naples Daily News Volleyball Player of the Year are Caroline Costa, Community School, Skylar English, Barron Collier, and Brianna Rivez, First Baptist Academy. She is a district and regional champion for the second straight year. She was one of the top offensive threats in the area and had a dominant postseason with 89 kills in her final 5 games. Your winner, Skylar English, Barron Collier.
Come tie this around. No, don't let us down. I need more heat from you, baby. Make me feel weak for you, baby. When I feel alive, like my heart's in the wild. I need more heat from you.
They say defense wins championships, and they're right. Well, this next group of defensive players have wreaked havoc on opposing offenses all season long. Here are the finalists for News Press Football Defensive Player of the Year. Trayshawn Clark, Cape Coral. Quayshawn Fuller, Lehigh. And Derek Hunter Jr., Dunbar. Tonight's winner had 64 tackles and 4 sacks this season and is already enrolled at Texas A&M. And the winner is Derek Hunter Jr., Dunbar.
I'm victorious. It's my time. There's no stopping this, 'cause I was born for this. I do it for the glory. I do it for the glory.
And now, here are our finalists for the Naples Daily News Defensive Football Player of the Year. Lubert Danellis, Naples High School. Charles Toombs, Immokalee. and Mark Vicek, Naples. Tonight's winner and his team won their 9th straight district title and 2nd consecutive regional championship. He was named first team All-State, led his team in tackles, and will play football for West Florida next year. And the winner is Mark Vicek.
I'm victorious. It's my time. There's no stopping this, 'cause I was born for this. I do it for the glory. I do it for the glory. I'll be more than just a favor.
And now for the finalists for the News Press Offensive Football Player of the Year. Quintavious Brown, Riverdale. Rashawn Hunter, Mariner. And Shamari Mason, North Fort Myers. This winner finished the season with 2,230 all-purpose yards and 15 touchdowns. He will continue his football career at the University of West Florida. And the winner is Shamari Mason, North Fort Myers.
I got this fever burning inside. I got this fever getting me high. Let's have a great night on the dance floor. I'll be the cowboy on the wild horse, and if we don't drown, we'll swim.
And now the finalists for the Naples Daily News Offensive Football Player of the Year. Javinsley Bazil, Golden Gate. Ches Malusi, Naples. And RJ Rosales, Immokalee. Tonight's winner was named first team All-State and ranked 7th best running back in the country by ESPN. He finished his career with 3,905 rushing yards, 50 touchdowns, and this fall he will be playing football for defending national champion Clemson. The winner, Ches Malusi.
I got this fever burning inside. I got this fever getting me high. Let's have a great night on the dance floor. I'll be the cowboy on the wild horse, and if we don't drown, when we're swimming the shore, I'll be
The Daily News, the Naples Daily News, started giving the Broxton Trophy, named after former coach and longtime administrator Bill Broxton, to the area's best overall football player in 2000. Tonight's winner led his team to its first ever playoff win and regional finals appearance. He was named first team All-State, Class 2A Player of the Year, and a Max Preps All-American. He was third in the country, or in the county, in passing and touchdowns, and also first in rushing as a quarterback, and he's headed to the Air Force Academy to continue his football career. The Broxton Trophy winner, Jensen Jones from St. John Newman.
This has been a great night so far, and it was all made possible by Babcock Ranch, CenturyLink, US Sugar, Cars.com, and Lee Health Foundation. Thank you for giving us this platform to celebrate our athletes and sports community. Keep posting your photos for a chance to win a signed football by Tommy Bohannon. Follow us on Instagram at High School Sports Awards and post your best photo using hashtag SWFL Sports Awards. Winners will be announced at the end of the night. So we let you nominate and vote for your favorite high school sports teams. Now it's time for the Top Team Fan Vote Award. The votes are in. So let's dive into our remarkable finalists. First, it's the Cape Coral High School Swim and Dive Team. The Cape Hive Swim and Dive Team is the epitome of friendship and good sportsmanship. Everywhere they go, they bring their spirit and might along with them. The swimmers and divers not only excel in the pool, but also excel in the classroom, with many of them involved in the IB program and in extracurricular activities. Up next, we have Riverdale Raider Wrestling. The Riverdale Raiders have 15 years of tradition where the team equals family. They support each other on and off the mat through tough losses and sweet victories, representing an outstanding program where they are each strong alone and together unstoppable. And lastly, we have Seacrest Softball. Strong chemistry, athleticism, depth, leadership. These are all the hallmarks of this season's Seacrest softball team, and the team has a winning record to prove it. They finished their season at 19-5-1. And the winner is Cape Coral High School Swim and Dive. Let's get all 50 of you up here.
I think everybody from Cape Coral is on stage. Congratulations to the Cape Coral High swimming and diving team and to all the nominees. Your nomination is proof of the impact that you are having in the Southwest Florida sports community, and we're proud of all of you. Now it's time for our Play of the Year award. These are some of Southwest Florida's biggest moments in high school sports, and now we want your help in selecting the 2019 Play of the Year. Let's look at our finalists. Up first, we have Lely football with a Hail Mary for the win. Jonas Dudon connected with Nick Absaint for 45 yards as time expired to give the Trojans a 16-10 win over Mariner. Great picture. Our second clip comes from North Fort Myers soccer. Red Knights forward Mackenzie Dupree with a perfect placement as she buries a kick from 30 yards in a quarterfinal win over Naples. And our third clip is from Lehigh basketball. Lightning guard Quentin Desamore saves his team's season by draining a buzzer-beating three-pointer to send a regional semifinal game against Fort Myers into overtime. Lehigh went on to win 65-60. So now you've seen the finalists, it's time to vote. Get out those phones, go to that phone number you see on the screen. It's 855-615-3600. Text Play 1 for Lely football. Text Play 2 for North Fort Myers soccer, or Play 3 for Lehigh basketball. Start casting your votes now. We see them live on the screen. It's pretty close right now. There's the movement. They keep moving. Every vote counts. Who's going to end up the winner? We will find out later. Voting will close after the Q&A with Tommy Bohannon, and we will see which play comes out on top. But keep doing your votes all night long. Remember, that's Play 1 for Lely football. That's Play 2 for North Fort Myers soccer, or Play 3 for Lehigh basketball. And now to kick off a very special moment in our show, please welcome to the stage Mr. Ed Reed.
First off, I'd like to congratulate all of our winners so far. We have lots more coming. And again, thank you all for making time to come and join us tonight. My name is Ed Reed. I have a little longer title. I'm the Deputy Regional Sports Editor for Florida and Tennessee. But I want to thank Babcock Ranch, CenturyLink, US Sugar, Cars.com, and Lee Health Foundation for helping us put this together tonight and for allowing us to honor all of you. Tonight has been a great celebration so far of our high school community, And this is our chance to display our admiration for high school athletes, for their hard work, their dedication, for their drive for greatness. We've watched our young stars fight through adversity, learn to balance academics and athletics, and have come out better for it. I've had the honor to meet many of you in person, and this room is full of great kids, great young adults, and I look forward to see what you all do in the future. We encourage you to keep climbing toward your goals and find examples that keep you motivated. This is why I'm so excited to be introducing our guest speaker tonight. Our speaker gained notoriety in the same Southwest Florida fields as you did, back at North Fort Myers High School. He rushed for 816 yards and 13 touchdowns his last 2 seasons, was the MVP in 2008 of the John Carrigan Classic, and he was a pretty good baseball player in his day, too. Before achieving his lifelong dream of playing in the NFL, he became the first member of his family to attend college and graduated from Wake Forest with a BA in communications. He was also, Tommy Bohannon was selected in the 2013 NFL Draft by the New York Jets. He spent 3 seasons in New York and the last 2 with the Jacksonville Jaguars. He joined an impressive list as the 7th former Red Knight to have his jersey retired, joining Johnny Long, Warren Williams, Richard Fain, Deion Sanders, Javon Curse, and Noel Devine. You might have heard of some of those guys. Bohannon has not forgotten his roots, forming the Tommy Bohannon Foundation along with his wife and fellow North Fort Myers High graduate, Katie. They've been working hard in the community to provide scholarships and educational athletic opportunities for Lee County's children. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Tommy Bohannon to the stage. Tommy, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We appreciate it very much.
Well, thank you for having me. I'm really excited to be here.
I have to ask, so what did you vote for your walkout song?
You know, I wanted the Florida-Georgia line.
So does a few people, it seems like. We've seen you around the community a lot this past year with your nonprofit, with different events and fundraisers, with the Tommy Bohannon Foundation. What's your driving desire to be part of this community and make such a difference?
You know, being in the position that I'm in, I want to give back in any way possible. You know, seeing the statistics and seeing where our community is at, I mean, in Lee County alone, there's 60% of families are below the poverty line. So that being said, I knew that I had to give back in some way, in some small way. So our foundation, I think, does that, and me and my wife are the really driving forces of that. And you know, it really is something that we are very passionate about, and we want to be able to grow that as much as possible.
I know it hasn't been that long, but what were some of your best memories from playing on the fields here in Lee County and playing at North Fort Myers?
You know, my sophomore year, we went pretty far in the playoffs, and that's kind of the year that I really do remember, being able to go back through kind of the memories and remember that, you know, scoring touchdowns in the playoffs and all that, and just remembering the team and the guys that you grew up with and playing with those guys, because those are the things that you really remember, you know, what is it, 12 years now from whenever I played high school. So, I mean, that being said, you remember the guys, and, you know, I still remember a lot of the teammates and the guys that I still hang out with today, which is very special.
Not to age myself, but I watched Tommy play in high school and watched him run over people. He didn't run around them, he ran over them. Noel ran around them and through them
Yeah,
somehow.
that wasn't me. I kind of ran through them.
Exactly. All right, I know all opponents are equal, but was there a school that, you know, you guys got a little extra up for when you took the field against them?
I think back in my day, it was probably Fort Myers High School. I don't know if it's the same now. I haven't been back to a game in a while.
Is it the same?
But
Is it Fort Myers for you guys? Or no? Oh.
Sorry,
Naples
guys.
boys say no.
We didn't play Naples whenever I was in high school.
Are they too afraid of you?
The only thing we ever did with them was 7-on-7. We never actually got to play them.
That's too bad.
2 different divisions. Or
Obviously, we have a lot of high school athletes here who are looking at college. Can you explain like what your college recruiting process was like, and do you have any advice on what these guys should be looking for?
So mine was probably a little bit different. I know a couple of you have graduated early and went to school already as well. That's what I did, but my recruiting really picked up probably my sophomore year. And that's whenever I first started getting my offers and everything like that. And, you know, I looked for a school that wasn't just good at football because, you know, football wasn't going to last long. And even in the NFL, it's not for long. So I wanted to have a great education. So my biggest advice for recruiting is make sure that the school has the programs that you want, and make sure that, you know, you get all out of the education that you can, because no matter what, sports don't last long. Even if you get to the NFL, you get to the MLB, whatever it is, whatever sport you play, the sports don't last long. What's going to last long is that education. So make sure you get everything out of the schoolwork and in the classroom first, and then the football or whatever sport you play is going to take care of itself.
I know some of these athletes came. Like you mentioned, some of these athletes have already gone off to college and came back for the award ceremony. Thank you guys very much. But what was your first, like, I'm not in high school moment anymore?
So like I said, I went early to school, so I left after December of my senior year in high school, and I got up there, and the first thing we did was have a 5:30 a.m. workout, and that was completely different. And then you have an 8 a.m. class, so you go straight from that workout, you take a quick shower, you get breakfast, and you're going right back to class, and you have your coaches right outside of your classroom making sure you're going to class. And Wake's a little different. I mean, most classes have 20 to 30 kids in each class. It's the second smallest Division I school in the country, but that goes as every Division I school has coaches out there, and they make sure that you get your 8 hours of study hall whenever you're a freshman. They make sure that you get everything in line. And the biggest thing that I saw, the culture shock, was the difference in the way that the teachers were, because they weren't there to babysit you anymore. They're there because that's their job, and they're trying to help you, but they're not going to help you unless you put in the true effort.
You know, only a select few athletes reach the level that you have, making it as a pro athlete. What do you think separates those who make it and those who don't?
I think work ethic, honestly. I mean, whenever I was a young kid, I was in high school, I would still wake up at 5 a.m. I would work out before school, and I don't know what time school starts now, but school started at 7:15.
Too early.
So school started at 7:15, so I was getting my workout in before. Then I would go to class, do football weights at 7th period, and then go right back out to football practice or baseball practice, whatever it was that day. But I think if you work hard and do everything you can to reach your dreams, then you have no regrets. So do everything you can to reach those dreams. And whether that be, like I said, in the classroom, but if your dream is to make it into the NFL or whatever sport you play, do everything you can to make sure that nobody says no to you. Get out there, work hard, do everything you can on the field, in the weight room, whatever it is, because that's what's going to get you there. It's not going to be just your talent, because talent that doesn't work hard is just that. It's talent. You have to really get in there and do everything you can to really grow that talent and get to be the best person and best player that you can be.
Now, you play fullback, which isn't the most glamorous position. And let's face it, it's one of the dirtiest jobs in sports. Your job is to bust heads and open holes. But where do you find satisfaction in playing that position?
You know, I take great pride in blocking, and, you know, most teams that I've played on in the NFL has been top 5 in rushing. So that's something that I definitely take pride in. I take pride in that I'm going to be the best fullback in the NFL. I take pride in, you know, getting the running backs free so that he can score a 70-yard touchdown. And, you know, every once in a while I get to score a touchdown too, but that's not my main job. My main job is to make sure that the guy behind me gets through clean. And that's where, you know, I make my bread and butter, is to make sure that he's getting free and he's able to do the things that he's paid to do.
You know, in your 5 years in the NFL, I guess, what moments have stood out for you? Like, you know, is there a game or play? I know you guys reached the AFC Championship game, but were there some moments that really stand out in your mind?
You know, I think there's a multitude of things that kind of come to mind. Like you said, going to the playoffs, in the divisional championship, scoring the game-winning touchdown against the Steelers. That was a great play, and that was something that I'm always going to remember. And my wife was actually in the same end zone in her seat, so she got to see it firsthand, so that was pretty cool. And that first time running out of the tunnel, whether it be with the Jets whenever I first got drafted or that whole year that I was off and coming back and then starting my first game for the Jaguars, that's something that I'll never forget.
Now, I follow you on Twitter and Instagram, and you like to put up your workout videos. For those of you who haven't seen them, they're fun to watch. You're doing 42-inch, depth jumps and 445-pound cleans and 405-pound bench presses. You're jumping out of swimming pools and pulling sleds. I mean, how much pride do you take in your workouts? I mean, you share them on social media all the time, so you must have pride in them. But how much pride do you have in being able to do this and tone your body and show other people what it takes to be a pro athlete?
Like I said, I mean, I definitely pride myself in working hard and doing everything I can to be the best player that I am. So I definitely take pride in it. And, I wake up early, I get my running out of the way, and then, I take a few hours off and then go back into the gym. And I've completely redone my garage to where it is a top-notch facility now. I mean, I have everything that you would ever need in my garage, and my wife doesn't like it too much because she can't park her car in the garage, but I always tell her, this is for the business, don't worry about it.
Well, at the moment, he's still a free agent. What are the prospects for the season? Have you been talking to teams, or how's it looking?
Like you said, I'm a free agent, and the fullback market isn't a very robust market. I mean, there's only a few of us that are still doing it. Honestly, it's taken a little longer than I have expected, but I'll end up somewhere, and I just hope that I end up in the right situation where I can lead a great running back behind me and get back to being the top rushing team in the league.
And what's the best advice that you ever received from a coach that you could share with our athletes?
I think the best advice is stuff that I've already talked about out here is, make sure that you get the work done in the classroom, because no matter what you do out on the field, if you don't get the things done in the classroom, then the coaches don't even look at you. And, the first thing that college coaches ask for whenever they come into the office is, hey, can I see their transcript? And that's the biggest thing, because if they can't get you into school, then it doesn't matter. Then they're not going to give you an offer just to say, hey, we're going to offer you to get your grades up. No, it's, hey, this kid can make it. He can actually excel in our school, so let's offer him now. So I think the biggest thing is make sure that you get the work in the classroom done. And I know a lot of you have academic awards and all that, but please, if you take away anything from me being out here, is the classroom is the most important thing no matter what. That's why I went to Wake Forest. It's one of the best academic schools in the country, and they had just won an ACC championship, but being able to go and tell people, hey, I graduated from Wake Forest, that's something that holds weight in businesses' eyes.
If this is our 9th annual sports award, so we started this a little bit after you left high school. Sorry, you missed out. But if you could go back, 12 years ago, and you were sitting in this audience, what advice would you give 18-year-old Tommy Bohannon?
I think the advice that I would tell myself is never take no for an answer. If you want something, go get it, no matter what it takes. If you truly want it, you're going to make the sacrifice and make sure that you get to that goal, whether it be whatever it is. Like I said, the NFL was my goal. That's what I wanted to do, and I made sure that nobody was going to ever tell me, no, that you're not going to make it into the NFL, and that's how I got drafted. I got drafted by being one of the hardest workers in the room, no matter what room I was in. But my advice to each and every one of you is do everything you can to reach your goal. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be anything and everything. Just make sure if you set that goal, don't let anything stop you from getting to it.
Well, Tommy, I want to thank you so much for joining us. We have some more winners who are going to come backstage and shake your hand and take pictures. But thank you so much for taking time with us tonight.
Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you all.
more time for Tommy Bohannon, everybody. Thank you very much, Tommy. It's been an incredible night, and none of this would have been possible without our very generous sponsors. It's now time to circle back to our Player of the Year award, and I hope you all have had a chance to send in your votes. Remember, we had Play 1, Lely Football, Play 2, North Fort Myers Soccer, and Play 3, Lehigh Basketball. And now, it's time to reveal who you chose for our Play of the Year. The winner is... Oh, it's Play 1, Lely Football, Jonas Dudon to Nick Up Saint. Anybody, if you're here, come on up, please, Lely.
Ram through the barricade, live life in the fast lane. You only good as your last game, and so we hustle like it's no tomorrow. Had to put the drive on auto. Green, no red lights. Finish line.
Transitioning to precision sports, let's head outside to the links for our next award and the finalist for News Press Girls Golfer of the Year, presented by Cars.com. Kimagozi Estero. Kelly Craig, Estero. And Brittany Shin, Canterbury. This winner shot an 8 under 64 to win regionals. She will continue her golf career at Cal State Fullerton, and the winner is Brittany Shin, Canterbury.
And now the finalists for the Naples Daily News Girls Golfer of the Year, presented by Cars.com. First up, Annika Church, Naples. Vivian Goutte, Naples. And Sophie Schrader, St. John Newman. She was an individual medalist at the district tournament and finished 4th at regionals. Your winner, Sophie Schrader from St. John Newman.
Staying on the course and moving to the boys' side, please check out the News Press Boys Golfer of the Year finalists presented by Cars.com. First, Tyler Humphrey, Cypress Lake. Reese Kyle, Bishop Faroe. And Josh Mesmer, Fort Myers. Tonight's winner shot a 6 under 66 to win regionals, and the winner is Reese Kyle, Bishop Faroe.
Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house. Play that music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my...
And now the finalists for the Naples Daily News Boys Golfer of the Year. Remy Chartier, Gulf Coast. Harrison Ornstein, Community School. And James Tereskis, Naples. Tonight's winner won the individual district championship and was selected to the All-CCAC team. He'll continue his golf career at East Tennessee State. The winner, Remy Chartier, Gulf Coast.
Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go a while.
girls bowling, and the finalists for the News Press Girls Bowler of the Year: Jasmine Salovics, Cape Coral; Sarah Shuey, Cape Coral; and Sydney Whiteleather, Riverdale. Our winner tonight won her conference and led her team to a second place finish at districts. And the winner is Sydney Whiteleather, Riverdale.
We built a roundhouse somehow. With our hands over our hearts, and we swore on it that day that it'll never fall apart. We'll never.
Now let's head over to the boys' side. Here are the finalists for the News Press Boys Bowler of the Year: James McIver, Fort Myers; Casey McKee, North Fort Myers; Nick Nero, North Fort Myers. Tonight's winner was an all-conference selection and helped his team take a district crown. And the winner is Nick Nero, North Fort Myers.
The Special Olympics Awards epitomize the spirit of a true winner. These awards recognize athletes that demonstrate courage, sportsmanship, and concern for others. They shatter stereotypes while setting new personal bests and finding genuine joy, confidence, and fulfillment in sports. Let's take a look at the finalists for the Girls Special Olympics Athlete of the Year. Ashley Gonzalez, Palmetto Ridge. Ashley participates in unified basketball and rarely misses a practice. At a tournament where the rest of her basketball team was getting upset, Ashley kept her cool and helped calm everyone by showing the athletes and partners it was just a game and they were here to have fun. Taja Ilirant, Immokalee. She is a Special Olympics U.S. ambassador who participates in bowling, bocce, and flag football, and is a basketball team manager on the leadership team. She is the chair of Project Unify and a global messenger. She's an advocate for inclusion and part of the unified generation from Immokalee High. And Maddie Overcast from Cypress Lake. Maddie is a member of the Cypress Lake High School Unified Champion Team. She stood out as a female athlete in games in Lee County, Collier County, and Tavares. And the winner is Taja Ilirant from Immokalee.
Congratulations, Taja. Now let's take a look at the boys' side. Here are your finalists for Boys Special Olympics Athlete of the Year. Levinsky Kentave, Immokalee. He participates in unified flag football, basketball, soccer, and is a Project Unified committee member. He's also a part of the varsity track team and participates in Special Olympics bowling. He never misses practice and has improved his skills through hard work and perseverance. Next up, Daquan Crawford, Fort Myers. He helped win a Special Olympics Community Level 3 state championship for the Green Wave Unified basketball team. He also participates in unified track. He works at Lee Memorial Hospital with the work-study program and excels in the classroom. And lastly, Jennison Payne. He's been a Project Unified athlete for 4 years. He lifts his fellow players up when they are down and encourage everyone to do their personal best. He also coaches the basketball skills team at Lely, and his favorite saying is, "We all have something to give." And the winner is Jennison Payne, Lely.
Sunset and the sky goes cold, and if the clouds get heavy and start to fall, I really need somebody to call my own. I wanna be somebody to someone, someone to you, someone to you, someone to you, someone to
Let's head to the pool to see who has earned themselves a spot on the prestigious list of finalists for Girls Swimming and Diving Athlete of the Year for the News Press. The finalists are Jules Carlini, Estero; Olivia McMurray, Fort Myers; and Nicole Rodriguez, Cape Coral. This winner took home county, district, regional, and state titles in the 200 and 500 freestyle. And the winner is Olivia McMurray, Fort Myers.
And now your finalists for the Naples Daily News Girls Swimmer of the Year. Maddie Burt from St. John Newman. Audrey Del Campare from Lely. And Emma Fury from Barron Collier. Tonight's winner is the district champion in the 50-yard freestyle and district and regional champion in the 100 butterfly. She won 4 individual medals at state in her high school career. She's headed to the University of Arizona on a swimming scholarship. Your winner, Maddie Burt from St. John Newman.
Staying in the water, switching up to the boys' side for this next award. The finalists for News Press Boys Swimmer of the Year. Finalists are Brendan Peacock, ECS; Jack Pellegrino, Cape Coral; and Stephen Rua, Cape Coral. A district and regional champion, he is verbally committed to the University of Florida. Winner is Brendan Peacock, ECS.
I'm feeling better than I ever thought. Possible, but now I know. Yeah. I'm feeling better than I ever did. Impossible don't exist. No. Impossible don't exist.
And now the finalists for the Naples Daily News Boys Swimmer of the Year. Andrew Garner, Barron Collier. Mason Lauer, Barron Collier. And Oscar Matson from Barron Collier. Tonight's winner is a district champion in the 100 butterfly, the 200 individual medley, and the 200 medley relay, and the 400 freestyle relay, and he's also from Barron Collier. The winner, Mason Lauer, Barron Collier.
I'm feeling better than I ever thought. Possible, but now I know. Yeah. I'm feeling better than I ever did. Impossible don't exist. No. Impossible don't exist.
endurance, leadership, and grit set this group apart from their competition, and the finalists for the News Press Girls Soccer Player of the Year, sponsored by U.S. Sugar. The nominees are Bride Cameron, Bishop Rowe; Emily Hauser, North Fort Myers; and Maggie Struble, Estero. Our winner tonight hit the 100 career goal milestone while helping lead her team to a district championship. She is verbally committed to the University of Arkansas. The winner is Emily Hauser, North Fort Myers.
And here are the finalists for Naples Daily News Girls Soccer Player of the Year, presented by U.S. Sugar. Alondra Castillo, Laley. Jill Kinsler from Naples High School. And Malaya Melanson from First Baptist Academy. Tonight's winner is a first-team All-State selection and has scored 143 goals thus far in her career, and she helped lead her team to their first ever regional victory. Malaya Melanson, First Baptist.
Now over to the boys' side. This group of athletes had an amazing year, earning them a nomination for the News Press Boys Soccer Player of the Year, presented by U.S. Sugar. And the finalists are Stephane Fevrier, Fort Myers; Patrick Horan, Canterbury; and Leo Perez, Mariner. Tonight's winner set the school record for goals in a season with 47. And the winner is Leo Perez, Mariner.
I got this fever burning inside. I got this fever getting me high. Let's have a great night on the dance floor. I'll be the cowboy on the wild horse, and if we don't drown when we're swimming ashore, I'll be the third in line to get us.
You guys know the FHSAA bans the use of noisemakers, so somebody get that guy out of here. Just kidding. Now it's time for the Naples Daily News Boys Soccer Player of the Year, also presented by U.S. Sugar. Jack Bull from Naples High School. David Gomez from Laley. And Lucas Pazinskas from Seacrest. Tonight's winner was voted District MVP by the Florida Athletic Coaches Association, was named All-State Team. He will continue his soccer playing career at UNC Greensboro. Your winner, Jack Bull from Naples High School.
I got this fever burning inside. I got this fever getting me high. Let's have a great night on the dance floor. I'll be the cowboy on the wild horse, and if we don't drown when we're swimming ashore.
And now on to the finalists for the News Press Girls Lacrosse Player of the Year. Cassidy Kirkeshner, Cypress Lake. Tammy Torres, Canterbury. And Bailey White, Canterbury. As a member of the district championship team, tonight's winner finished with 77 goals and 16 assists on the season. The winner is Tammy Torres, Canterbury.
This is my fight song. Take back my life song. Prove I'm alright song. My power's turned on. Starting right now, I'll be strong. I'll play my fight song. And I don't really care if nobody else believes.
And here are your finalists for the Naples Daily News Girls Lacrosse Player of the Year. Lane Calkins from Naples High School. Kylie Chickering from Naples High School. And Gail Franklin from Barron Collier. Tonight's winner was named All CCAC and was a member of an undefeated regular season team that went all the way to the regional championship game. She was leader of the defense, making 99 saves on 130 shots. Your winner, Kylie Chickering, Naples High School.
And now for the finalists for the News Press Boys Lacrosse Player of the Year. Jeremy Barrett, Canterbury. Colton Bunt, Riverdale. And Gavin Knight, Canterbury. A U.S. Lacrosse Gulf Coast Region All-American, tonight's winner finished the season with 11 goals and 5 assists as one of the top defensemen in Lee County. He will play lacrosse next year at Siena College. And the winner is Jeremy Barrett, Canterbury.
We all wanna break the chains, feel the wind against our face. Everybody wants the same thing. We wanna taste that freedom. Everybody around here wanna taste that freedom. Freedom.
And now your finalists for the Naples Daily News Boys Lacrosse Player of the Year. First up, Trace Davidson of Gulf Coast. Chris Castrol of Community School. And Shane Malloy of Barron Collier. Tonight's winner was named All CCAC and led his team to an undefeated regular season with county and district championships. He scored 65 goals and racked up 60 assists. Your winner, Trace Davidson from Gulf Coast.
We all wanna break the chains, feel the wind against our face. Everybody wants the same thing. We wanna taste that freedom. Everybody around here wanna taste that freedom. Freedom.
Attacking the boards, burning out the full court press, and knocking down big-time shots. The News Press Girls Basketball Player of the Year finalists balled out all season, and the finalists are Rebecca Bergquist, SFCA, Shania Clark, Fort Myers, and Alicia Curry, Lehigh. Tonight's winner averaged a double-double, 18 points, 14 rebounds, to lead her team to district and regional championship. And the winner is Shania Clark, Fort Myers.
And your nominees for the Naples Daily News Girls Basketball Player of the Year are Yasmin Chang from Gulf Coast, Maya Justo from Gulf Coast, and Jada McCrae from Barron Collier. Our winner helped lead her team to their third straight district championship, and she scored in double figures in 20 of her team's 22 games. Next season, she will play at the University of Miami. The winner, Yasmin Chang, Gulf Coast. And I believe Yasmin could not make it tonight, so we will get the trophy to her at a later date. So congratulations.
Take a look at the screen to see the finalists for the News Press Boys Basketball Player of the Year. Tyrone Baker, Riverdale. Enrique Hernandez, LaBelle. And Javion McCollum, Fort Myers. Tonight's winner is a district champion who averaged 16 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists per game. And the winner is Javion McCollum, Fort
I'm in the
Myers.
lane of my own. 2-3 when I get in my zone. Even when I'm OT, man, I still feel at home. The GOAT when it's close to the dawn. They only make legends where I'm from. Been know we won before the song begun. And this feels like a victory. Competition is slim to me. Yeah, this is
Take a look at the screen and let's see the finalists for the Naples Daily News Boys Basketball Player of the Year. Isiel Lewis-Pierre from Immokalee. Preston Urbancic from First Baptist Academy. And Parker Weiss from Community School. Tonight's winner was named All-State First Team in Class 6A. He had 9 30-point games this season and averaged 27 points per contest. The winner is Isiel Lewis-Pierre from Immokalee.
I'm in the lane of my own. 2-3 when I get in my zone. Even when I'm OT, man, I still feel at home. The GOAT when it's close to the dawn. They only make legends where I'm from. Been know we won before the song begun. And this feels like a victory. Competition is slim to me. Yeah, this is story, it's history. Homie, this is my story, no mystery. Yeah, this feels like a victory. The competition is slim to me. Yeah, this is story, it's history. Homie, this is my story.
And now, to present our final awards for the evening, Chairman and CEO of Kitson & Partners, developers of Babcock Ranch, and former NFL player who contributed to both the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys, please welcome Sid Kitson.
All right, here we go. On behalf of everyone at Kitson & Partners and Babcock Ranch, I'm excited to be here and proud to be presenting such prestigious awards. These awards recognize accomplishments that transcend any individual sport and highlight the extraordinary achievements of our athletes. So up first, let's take a look at our finalists for the News Press Girls Athlete of the Year. Rebecca Berquist. Rebecca was a first team from SFCA. Rebecca was a first team all-area selection in volleyball, basketball, and track and field, and a Player of the Year finalist in basketball and track and field. In volleyball, she finished with 219 kills and 39 aces. In basketball, she finished her career as the highest all-time female athlete scorer in Southwest Florida with over 2,500 points. In track and field, she brought home a silver medal in the shot put and gold in the discus from the state meet. Jessica Edwards, Canterbury School. Just a sophomore, Jessica has established herself as the top mid-distance runner in Lee County. She finished 9th at the state cross-county meet and brought home gold medals in the 800 and 1600 meters at the state track and field championships. And Olivia McMurray from Fort Myers, the 2017 Swimmer of the Year, added to her pile of medals by winning Class 3A state championships in the 200-yard freestyle and the 500-yard freestyle. In addition, McMurray was a part of the Green Wave 200 medley and 400 freestyle relay teams that took 12th and 9th at states. And the winner is Rebecca Berquist, SFCA. Okay, now it's time to name the Naples Daily News Girls Athlete of the Year. And the finalists are Merlika Faustin. Merlika went undefeated in the 400 meters, leading to district and regional championships in the event. She reached the state finals in the 400 and 800, as well as the 4x400 and 4x800 relays. She also ran on the Naples girls cross country team that finished 4th in the state. She was also named to the Daily News All-Area second team in cross country. Next, Malaya Mulason, First Baptist Academy. Malaya won Daily News Girls Soccer Player of the Year following another prolific season. She scored 46 goals this year as a junior, leading the Lions to the state tournament and their first regional win. She also made the Daily News All-Area team in track after qualifying for the state finals in 3 events. She won a regional championship in the high jump and a district title in the triple jump. And next, Mo Palmer, Palmetto Ridge. As a senior this season, Mo was a standout in cross country and track, making the all-area team in both. In cross country, she placed 3rd at district, 9th at regional, and 44th individual in the state finals. This spring, she became the first girl from Palmetto Ridge to qualify for the track state finals. She made it in the 3,200 meters, in which she won a district championship as well as the 1,600. And the winner is Malaya Mulansong. And now, for the News Press Boys Athlete of the Year Award. As with the girls, this award recognizes our athletes' persistent drive towards excellence. We looked at all the phenomenal boy athletes here tonight, and though very difficult, we narrowed it down to 3 athletes. First, Hugh Brittenham, Estero. Hugh was a boys cross-country runner of the year finalist and a boys track and field athlete of the year finalist. In cross country, he won districts, regionals, and took 5th at the state meet. In track and field, the University of Florida recruit won state championships in the 800 and 1,600 meters. Next, Seneca Millage, Dunbar. In the fall, Seneca served as the Dunbar football team's most versatile player, playing quarterback, running back, receiver, and defensive back, en route to a second-team all-area selection. In track and field, he ran the fastest 100-meter dash time, and in the state, and that was in 10.55 seconds, and led the 4x100 Tigers relay team to a state championship and state record. Finally, Adolphus Taylor, North Fort Myers. He was a first-team all-area offensive lineman after he dominated up front as the Red Knights passed for 285 yards and rushed for 136 yards per game. Adolphus finished his wrestling career with district, regional, and state championships at 285 pounds. And the winner is Hugh Brittenham, Estero.
I was born to this. I was born for this.
Our final award tonight is the Naples Daily News Boys Athlete of the Year. As stated before, this is a high honor as we look for an athlete that exemplifies talent, hard work, and determination, and here are the finalists. Thomas Casey, First Baptist Academy. He qualified for the track state finals in 3 events, earning a spot as a Daily News Boys Track Athlete of the Year finalist. He won district and regional championships in the long jump, and Thomas also was selected to the Daily News Football All-Area team as a utility player. As a linebacker, he had 56 tackles, including 12 tackles for loss. On offense, he rushed for 605 yards and 15 touchdowns, and had 234 receiving yards and 3 touchdowns. Next, Colby Singletary from Palmetto Ridge. Colby continued his stellar prep career in wrestling with a 2nd straight state championship. He went 49-1 on his way to CCAC, district, regional, and Class 2A titles. He is 159-13 in his career, and he finished state runner-up as a freshman. He also received all-area recognition in football, where he was Palmetto Ridge's top linebacker and even played some quarterback this season. And finally, Parker Weiss, Community School. Parker was a Player of the Year finalist in boys basketball as well as one of the top offensive threats on the football field. In basketball, he made second team All-State in Class 5A after averaging 20 points and 4 rebounds. In football, he led Collier County with 849 receiving yards and 10 touchdown receptions while also starting at safety. He will play college basketball at Iona. And the winner is Parker Weiss, Community School.
I was born for this. I was born for this.
What a great night. One more big round of applause for all our athletes. Before we let the night end, there is one group in our sports community that we have not yet recognized. This is the group that drives our athletes to practice, organizes team meals, and is possibly managing the schedules of multiple student athletes. That's right, we're talking about the parents and guardians of our athletes. We know that without your tireless efforts and devoted dedication to our young stars, we wouldn't be here tonight. Here's to the parents and guardians, family and friends who helped these young athletes excel. We'd like to give one last thank you to our sponsors for helping us put on such an amazing night. Thank you to Babcock Ranch, CenturyLink, US Sugar, Cars.com, and Lee Health Foundation.
And before everybody takes off, we do have one last winner to announce. We've been watching all your posts and photos. We need to announce our social media winner. The winning photo was submitted by Cape Coral bowler, Sarah Shuey. So congratulations, Sarah. We don't have anything for you, but you can pick up something in the lobby, all right? Sorry about that. Now, all winners, this is important. We need you guys to meet out in front by the big trophy. We're going to get a huge group shot of all the Collier winners, get a huge group shot of all the Lee County winners. So don't run off, go meet out in the lobby right there. So for you athletes, this is just the beginning. We hope to see you back here next year for another celebration of athletic accomplishments, inspiring words. This has truly been the best night in high school sports. Take it easy, have a great night. Thank you so much.